So now that we know how to tape flappers on our palms, the next thing to do is to learn how to tape flappers on your finger. So I've drawn this U here, which represents a flapper on my second pad, and that's how I'm going to demonstrate it. But if you had a flapper on this first pad or the base of this pad here, then obviously you could do the same thing there. You just got to mimic the same weaving pattern. So you're going to tear off that piece of tape, and we're using the side that's divided into thirds. Again, I like to pick this middle strip because as I pull that tape, it actually divides these other rolls so that they can be used more easily. So you're going to tear a strip of tape, I'm going to say about like half of your forearm. So you're going to tear off that piece of of tape, and now you're going to utilize this weaving pattern that we learned earlier. So you're going to start there, and you're going to create the anchor. So you're going to wrap it once and then twice, but on this second one, you start the weaving pattern where you go diagonally down, around the back, and diagonally up. Now, I've done this enough to where I can kind of eyeball where the center is, but if you need to draw a line to use as a guideline when we learned it, then you can do that as well. But since I kind of know the pattern, I'm just going to continue doing that down the finger. And that's all I would need to cover up the flapper. And since this would end on the front, which I don't want, because if I climb, this would catch on a rock and pull the tape off, and so that would be not great for the tape. You'd have to retape your fingers. So all you're going to do is unwrap just a little bit, and then you're going to tear off that piece. You're going to tear off that piece so that the flap ends on this back side, and so that when you climb, it doesn't get in the way. And now we've got a covered flapper, but we're using this weaving pattern because that'll stick longer, and if it gets caught on rocks, it doesn't pull off as if you were just to wrap it around without the weaving pattern.